You see, I was trafficked at 8 years old, and I went through that while I was going to church, and no one knew. I felt like no one ever saw me. My little heart was broken, and I didn't even know where to begin.
Nobody's talking about this. Why are we talking about it? Slavery. Anybody can be coerced, doesn't matter if they're rich, they're poor, they're middle income, they've got great parents. Anybody can be tricked because the enemy and the traffickers are getting smarter.
So you can be sitting next to a trafficking victim in your congregation who's hurting and is ashamed and feels guilty and feels that they're to blame, and they'll never tell their story if they feel like you won't understand.
So we got to be on it. We all have to come together as a Christian community.
We're very excited about the JuST Faith Conference because it supplies what we're lacking. You know, the church has always wanted to help people who are vulnerable, but many times we need instruction and training in order to do it effectively.
When God's people join together in a spirit of humility and with passion, that there's really no limit to how God can use them to combat evil and to combat human atrocities.
There's a tremendous power that is a healing power, that's a liberating power that the church can supply that won't be supplied by any other section of society. And if we don't do it, nobody can do it. It's not that nobody will do it, nobody can do it like we can do it. And so we have to come up to a level of responsibility where we realize not only do we have this opportunity, we have this moral mandate from God. And people will hear from God through what we do, how we care, and how we live.
We're going to equip and engage and inspire the church to take their natural and right role in fighting this horrible crime in our society.
I want church people, I want believers to come to this conference because I want them to know what it looks like, what it could look like, that it could look like a little girl, or it can look like a 19-year-old girl, or it can look like a 16-year-old boy, or someone who's in their 20s who's just crying out for someone to accept them and love them for who they are. If they come to this conference, I know that they'll walk away knowing how to identify and being equipped on how to respond, and it is saving a life.